This video is brought to you by Roll for Combat and the RPG Superstar Contest. Create up to 3 of your own Pathfinder 2nd Edition monsters for a chance at winning several prizes, including the publication of your creations in an upcoming Battles Bestiary. Enter now at rpgsuperstar.com. Hey everybody, Dave here with a special treat today, and that is I'm going to be tearing into the new Pathfinder Battles Bestiary Unleashed miniature set. These are pre-painted plastic miniatures. They come 4 to a box or 4 to a booster, and each of these booster packs retail for $19.99 US. As is tradition whenever one of these new sets come out, I always like to open one brick of boxes, and a brick of boxes is 8, so 8 booster packs on the channel just to give everybody an idea of what they can expect when they open these miniatures. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig on in and tear some of these open. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig into our first box here. As usual, I never ever look at the preview images of these minis, so I have no idea what is in this set. I kind of like that feeling of being a kid on Christmas morning when I open these, and I don't know what surprises are in store for me, so you folks will be seeing these for the first time as I am seeing them for the first time. And usually there's a big plastic I guess guard inside to protect items in shipment, but I got a feeling this one that I opened on my very first box is going to be too big to fit in one of those. And ooh, this looks like it might be a dragon. What a great way! What a great way to start things off. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Is that like a bronze dragon? A copper dragon? It's definitely a metallic dragon of some sort. Oh, I like the spines down the back. It's very hard for me to read these here, but I might be able to get it because it's a larger base. Yeah, adult copper dragon is what it's saying there. So wow. What a great, ridiculously great way to start. These are blind boxes, and there's 4 miniatures to each of them, and there's no guarantees. It's like opening a pack of baseball cards. You don't know what you're going to get in the boxes. And I'm going to go out on a limb and guess this is one of the rare finds in this set. But a adult copper dragon, great way to start things off. I'll keep him in view there. And then we have 3 more smaller miniatures. Usually, I don't think they make this guarantee, but I think almost always every box, I mean, in the last few series, has included one larger, huge miniature or a piece of scenery, and then 3 smaller, medium-sized miniatures. So here's our first of those smaller, medium-sized miniatures. Looks like it is, I don't know if this is going to be like a Zephyr bird, if this is a elemental, air elemental of some sort. It's got cool little transparent or translucent body on it. In the old days, these bases were black, and it was really easy to read the name of the miniature on the bottom of them. But they've since moved to this clear base, which is great for gameplay because you can see the grid lines underneath of it. But it's not so great for identifying what kind of creature it is on the piece because I can't read those the little transparent bases. Okay, so here we have ourselves, looks like a goblin bard, goblin archer with cool striped pants. I feel like I've seen artwork of this guy in the past. So since Goblin in 2nd edition is a playable ancestry, that's great to give my players more options with goblins. So cool. And then we'll have one more miniature out of our first booster box. It looks like it's going to be another transparent miniature of some kind. Yeah. I'll have to go through the book and find out exactly what these guys are. But we had the transparent bird. Now we've got a transparent or translucent shark. So I don't know if that's a sort of ghost shark or if it is an elemental or what have you. But there we go. Okay, so now let's take a look at our second box. And here is the plastic guard I was speaking of before that they usually have on the inside of these. And got our little ones in bubble wrap. And, let's get this guy out of the packaging. See if the camera wants to focus in on this guy. Looks like a Triton, a merman, something of that sort, riding a wave, holding up a trident. Very cool pose, very active pose. And I like, again, this transparent material that they're using for the wave to make this guy. And I don't know, this is like tattoos on his back. Pretty cool looking guy. All right, so that is our large mini for this second box. Now let's take a look at what's in our bubble wrap here. Okay, so this looks like, what are these, Aeons maybe? Or, I'm drawing a blank on their names. I've seen the artwork in the books before. I think this is some kind of lawful outsider, flying, like clockwork metal ball with wings and a dagger. Cool little guy. All right, and our next one. Okay, looks like we might have some sort of a warg here, or some large wolf. I'm gonna guess this is probably a warg, but a black warg with red eyes and fangs, and every adventure has some sort of large canine you fight in those early levels, so always good to have those. And okay, yeah, I want to say, even though this looks like, a monster from the movie Critters with a longer tail, a flying head, I want to say this is like a cacodemon or cacodemon, something of that sort. I believe this is a fiend of some sort. And now for box number 3. Let's see what we have waiting for us in this one. Alright, looks like we have some sort of a genie, perhaps, as the large figure in this set. Yeah, so some sort of genie, air elemental, cool little engravings on the scimitar there. Yeah, she's pretty cool. It looks like there's a lot of possibly elementals in this set. Now, obviously, this is the Bestiary Unleashed set, so it's not super surprising. Now, this one does have a little bit of a lean on her, and I'm going to guess that that's probably intentional. Probably part of the pose with her riding that pillar of swirling air. Very cool. Very cool. I'll add her to the table, and then we've got our 3 small and medium-sized miniatures for this box. Okay, so got a soldier of some sort, dressed in armor, holding a halberd, and looks like its head is not part of the body. It's just kind of hovering over. So I don't know, is this undead, or let's see if I can. I'll try to read the base here. Animated armor. Okay, so that makes sense. So this is animated armor. There's no body inside of it, which explains why we've got that gap in its head from the helmet to the body. Oh, and now I'm noticing that the left arm is separate from the left hand and forearm is separate from the upper arm. So that's a cool little effect for animated armor. Awesome. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, so a Grim Reaper, I'm guessing, death, a skeleton floating in a black rose with a scythe. You know, a traditional depiction of death or the Grim Reaper. That might be fun to chase my players around a haunt here in October, getting ready for spooky Halloween time. Cool. And one more from, I think this is our third box. Okay. Got ourselves a rat. A rat with a red translucent body. Maybe another possible elemental, a fire elemental. I'm thinking this might be a cinder rat with that red flaming tail. Awesome. Okay, box number 4. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, looks like we got like an Etten. I think a 2-headed Etten, maybe some kind of ogre, perhaps. Looking pretty cool here. Yeah. Awesome. Always like all the little details they put on a lot of these characters. Like the 2 necklaces with the coins around their necks. Nice little touch. Yeah. I think I can probably find a reason to torment my players with that one. And then for the smaller ones of this pack, we've got some manner of small-sized canine, not the full-on warg we had before. My camera would cooperate here. But it doesn't entirely look like a normal dog either. So I'm not certain what this is, but some kind of dangerous canine. All right. And this guy has a staff of some sort. So yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a lich. Yeah, got ourselves an Undead Lich. He's got his tome open, his staff. Yeah, he's looking pretty cool. You know, I like the fact that they don't limit the sets to just low-level stuff. Because this guy is someone I'm going to pull out on my higher-level campaigns. Nice-looking lich with the crown and everything. Awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what we have here. We've got an orc in full armor holding a spear with an axe strapped to their back. Cool-looking guy. You can never have too many orcs. Yeah, this looks pretty sturdy. This might be either a PC orc. You can make this a player orc or some manner of a leader. Okay, box number 5. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I think we got ourselves another demon of some sort. Some kind of fiend. He does not want to come out. There we go. Yeah, so I'm positive I've seen artwork of this in the bestiary. Exactly which kind of demon I'm drawing a blank on. But pretty cool, ferocious, large size. Got the four horns. Very threatening pose with the hooves. Awesome. Okay, yeah, this is another one of those that I have seen the artwork on. I think this is taken straight out of artwork in the bestiary, and I forget what these guys are called. I think that they begin with a C, like Calighi or something of that sort. And this was a dancer. They might be from the Darklands. It's a they are a ancestry of people that I have not taken the time to fully research and learn about. I don't think they've ever appeared in any of the adventure modules I have run, but I am at least aware of them. So there we got that guy. Okay. So here we have another, I want to say maybe this is an Archon, another good aligned outsider. He's got the head of a deer, of an elk of some sort, and the hood feet. Maybe this could work even as like a beastkin miniature, holding the longbow. And one more for, I guess this is the 5th box. And here we go. We have ourselves another goblin. Our first one, I think, was a bard of some sort. And this one, I'm guessing, is a Goblin Pyromancer holding 2 fists of flame. And it seems like every one of my players who ever chooses a goblin in some way likes to make things go boom and set on fire. So this could be another popular mini for my my goblin players. Awesome. All right, box number 6. Let's see what is in store for us here. Okay, looks like another elemental of some sort. Let's get these guys out. Yeah, so I think before we had ourselves a genie, air elemental, and maybe this is an Ifriti. I'm thinking this is the sort of fire genie version. And yeah, she looks cool. She's got that sword with the flame as she swings it around herself. Lots of little detail on her armor. Got that wicked smile on her. Yeah, she looks cool. Yeah, absolutely. I am digging this piece. Awesome. All right, so that was the large mini of that box. Now let's take a look at our small and medium sizes. Okay, so here we have ourselves a gecko or lizard of some sort. Come on, camera, work with me. There we go. Probably the most likely place where I would use this in my game is as a familiar or animal companion for one of my players. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Cool little lizard guy. Alright, looks like we got another just animal of some sort. Okay. So, like a black, mean-looking, wingless stork thing or ostrich thing. I have no idea what this guy is. I'm going to try to read his base. And yeah, Boo? Is it BU? Is that what it's saying? It's really hard for me to read that base. But I am at a loss. I do not know what this black wingless devil ostrich is, but hey, I've got one, and now I can go learn about him and find a reason to have him kill my players, or be befriended by my players. You never know. All right, one last more. And okay, so here's our first duplicate of this brick. We have ourselves another one of those almost like diseased-looking canines. So yeah, I guess first of all, it took me 6 boxes to hit my first double, and a lot of people complain about the doubles. I don't mind doubles at all, as long as they're things that I'm logically going to need multiples of. So, like, give me doubles of the diseased dogs that are going to be in packs. Like, how often do your players fight, one dog? Like, never. So you need to have multiples of those. I'm perfectly cool with multiples of those. Same thing for things like orcs and skeletons. When do you ever fight one zombie? Never. So, please, by all means, give me duplicates of those. But for those of you out there who really don't like duplicates, it took 6 boxes before I hit my first one. So I think that's a pretty good sign. Okay, so looks like we have another animal here, like a giant prying mantis. Let me get him out of his case and we can all have a look at him. Yeah, that's exactly what this is, a giant mantis. Creepy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of giant bugs. One more I can put on the game table and harass my players with. Okay, looks like another, dare I say, elemental of some sort. Man in robes, and he's riding on a little pillar of air, like, I don't know, whirling dervish or something. But again, I really like the details, like the little details on the sash around his waist and the edges of his robes. And they've got him in a dynamic pose. You can tell, he's in the air. Everything's flowing around him. Cool looking guy. Okay. Ooh. I was going to say this is a zombie, but I don't know what's going on. A zombie with something going on with his guts there. I don't know if this is a special kind of zombie. Is he a disease goblin? Is he going to burst full of spores or something? He's somehow extra infected. Yeah, that's pretty gross and creepy. And that's going to bring us to our last box of this brick. Again, there are 8 packs, 8 booster boxes to a brick. And I get one crate, which I think is 4 bricks. I get that as part of the Pathfinder Battles subscription program through Paizo.com. And I always open 1 brick with all of you folks to show you what the contents are like, and then I won't force you guys to sit through and watch me open the remaining 3 of them. Here we go. Okay, so this is embarrassing. A second ago, I was looking at the base of one of them. I said, is this thing called a boo? Well, it turns out they all have boo on the bottom. It stands for Bestiary Unleashed. So that previous guy is not called a boo, nor is this guy. Another giant holding a sword. I'm getting a very, Assyrian desert theme or vibes from a lot of these minis. Yeah, I can't. Is that a chiton? Is that what? It's hard for me to read those spaces. Sorry. But another cool large size could double as as any kind of giant large size. Awesome looking guy. And for our smalls and mediums, we have ourselves a winged helmet. And I'm thinking these might be Aeons or Archons, another one of those sort of lawful outsiders. Small but nice little detail for a mini that small. And I think this is the last one. This is the final miniature of the brick. And it's another familiar face. It's our gross, gut exploding zombie guy. So I got 2 of those as well. All in all, pretty cool. I think, but without question, obviously, the copper dragon, the very first one I opened. This is my this is the best of the box. Certainly, he's awesome. But if you're looking for miniatures that are based on elementals, that are based on monsters, that are leaning more towards monsters than any that a player would be using, with the exception of maybe goblin players, then Bestiary Unleashed might be a great fit for you. Make sure you leave in the comments any questions you might have about the Pathfinder Battle miniatures or this set in particular. I'll be happy to answer any questions you folks have. And as always, thank you very much for watching and everything you do for me by clicking the like button, subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the Patreon. It all adds up, and I greatly appreciate what you folks do to support me. And with that, thanks for watching, take care, and happy gaming.